Hey everybody, hope you had a good week. Markets were up. December 22 corn was up 29 cents at the close on Friday. In November 22, soybeans were up 90 cents on the week, erasing all the losses from last week after that planting intended acres report. Soybeans closed on Friday in the week at 14.95. We bounced very strongly from that support level formed in early February that I mentioned in last week's video. Hopefully nobody got too nervous over that. We were due for a bounce and had a tremendous one this week. Money flows were very oversold, but now we are extremely overbought in the short term, and we're almost at an inflection point, really. The strength indicators turned up as well this week, but we are now butting up against a negative trend line formed in some of these strength indicators from the February high. So if price were to basically reject here and fail, we would have some technical weakness in the next month or two, maybe putting in a peak. But if price breaks out higher here, we could test that high at 15.55 or even make a new contract high over the next couple of months. So kind of important here. We'll see what happens next week. Hopefully get some good buying volume to keep moving higher. We are trading above all major moving averages, and support is currently at the 20-day moving average, which is 14.67. Managed money, they did buy about 7,000 contracts through this past Tuesday, so they are now net long 163,000 contracts. On to corn, we closed today at $7.15 per bushel. We did make a new contract high today at $7.17. Money flows and strength indicators are very strong, but also very overbought. So really at this point, wouldn't mind a slight pullback in corn to kind of reset these indicators and cool off and build some good support levels so we can create some more energy for another run up higher. We are trading above all major moving averages. Really, on this corn chart, it's hard to make a bearish case at all. Just purely looks bullish at this point in time. Support is at $6.90 per bushel, which is the 9-day moving average. Again, it's hard not to make some new crop corn sales at these levels. Don't get too carried away, I don't think, but really at good levels and potentially could be at $7 cash here in the next month or so. Managed money through this past Tuesday is long 362,000 contracts, and they picked up about 8,000 contracts last week. Moving on to general news. So again, commodities rallied very strongly out of the gate this past week as Russia reportedly attacked some more Ukrainian grain facilities in the port of Odesa. And it sounds like it's going to take a few years for that port to get back up and running like normal. And then also China bought 42 million bushels of corn and are supposed to buy about 80 to 100 million more bushels in the short term. Those bushels were supposed to come from the Black Sea region, but obviously with the war going on and the conflict that, Ukraine basically cannot ship their grain out right now. The Federal Reserve came out on Wednesday kind of with a hawkish interest rate forecast. Supposed to do another 50 basis point interest rate hike here pretty soon. One thing I was looking at is the 30-year farm ground rate is over 5.5%. Last year it was at 3.75% or lower. So a lot of this ground that's selling very high, I think it's probably a lot of investor money or cash that's buying it. CONAB also raised Brazil's corn production estimates on Thursday, and they lowered the soybean estimates for production. So that helped soybeans rally as well. Today was the April WASDE report. Really a pretty much a non-market mover, very quiet reaction. The only thing that kind of got analysts surprised was the US soybean ending stocks were lowered by 25 million to 260 million bushels. U.S. corn ending stocks were basically unchanged, a little bit over 1.4 billion bushels. In regards to crop insurance, the early plant date for corn was April 5th. Obviously, nobody's been planting at all with the weather that we've had. But the early plant date for soybeans is April 20th, so that is coming up. I think the next couple of weeks, the weather forecast is supposed to be a little nasty yet, so we will see when we are able to get out there. Deadline to for production reports or to make changes to your APH history is April 29th. So if you would like to meet on that or do a review, please let Larry, Susan, or I know, and we can get that done for you very quickly. We want to thank everybody for your business. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to us, but hope you have a great weekend.